Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Higher View podcast. My name is Jonathan. I'm your host, and this is
The wifey,
Alexis.
Alexis, co-host.
Today we're doing something a little bit different. Previously on our other episodes, if you've been following along, we've been doing Bible study series. Right now we're taking a little bit of a break. As you can see, everything is in black and white. So this is a segment that we call on this podcast called Gray Area. And Gray Area is specifically for topics, kind of just like one-off topics, just for us to kind of get a mind dump off, if you will, just for us to have like a creative outlet and us to talk about a controversial topic or just something of random topic that we don't usually talk about. So today we're going to be doing that. We're going to be taking a step away from the Bible study, take a little bit of a break on this episode, and then we're going to talk about something that we've been kind of digging into lately.
We are.
Something that we've been digging into lately, and something that we've been learning as entrepreneurs, and really just kind of just a life update of where we've been at. It's been a while since we've done something like this, so we just wanted to hop on and just kind of give a little bit of a picture of our lives recently.
For sure.
But how's life, my friend?
Ow, my back. He was like slapping me. Life is good. Entrepreneur life, it's such a blessing, and just learning discipline is a huge thing if you want to be an entrepreneur. So yeah, self-discipline, all the things. I've been full-time in real estate since March. And it's been a journey, but it's been great, and learning a lot about myself and growing in my faith and all the things with that. But yeah, that's really all I have to say when it comes to like business and life. But life is a blessing. Life is a blessing. But what about you?
No, I would just echo what you're saying. Life is good. Doing the entrepreneur thing as well. You know, whoever hasn't been in contact with us or updated with our lives, we've both quit our full-time jobs. Now we're full-time entrepreneurship. And it's been really cool to be able to use a different avenue of your brain that you don't usually typically get to use when you have a 9-to-5 job. So now we're really able to explore what we really like, what we are interested in, and what other forms of, ideas are going to make us money. And like I said, she's in real estate. I'm in real estate. I'm a home inspector. I do that as my full-time income, and she does real estate as her full-time income. But we also have a bunch of other ideas that we love to explore, and a lot of other things that we like to get into. And today I'm kind of just wanting to incorporate everything that we've been doing on a daily basis and what we've been incorporating in our lives to really help us get to like the next level of what we're trying to get to. I'll touch on that here in a bit, but overall, life is really good. Life is, it's really good being able to find that self-discipline like you're talking about and just really set those boundaries for yourself, because it's not something that you're taught in school. It's not something that you're born with 100%. You're definitely not given these gifts on how to manage your time well. But being able to really explore what that looks like has been a gift in itself, and also a challenge. Obviously, we both know that. It's definitely a challenge to be able to manage yourself. You have to have management skills. You have to grow that within yourself. And that's been a journey for sure. It's been a tough journey.
Yeah, and
that's the hard part about it.
Yeah, and just figure out systems and your foundation when you first start your business, because in the beginning, I had money coming in with real estate as I had my full-time job. And so that was just to get me out of my full-time job. And now that I'm out of it, I'm like, okay, I need to make this, like, I need to create systems and structure and build it where I can take on more and everything could just flow. Like, this isn't just like a quick transaction and things. It's like, no, I'm building a business. Like, you're not just building like quick money transactions. It's like, no, like these are people I want to stay in touch with. Like, how can I do what I do in excellence? Like, all those things. So it just takes a lot of sitting down with yourself and with God and just really diving deep into like, what do I even want this to look like, in the future? What all like what is my goal? Like how do I keep track of what comes in, what goes out? Like there's so much to it. But it's so much fun. Like this stuff excites me. And I get excited to do it every day.
It's stuff that keeps us up at night. That's
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
I even today I'm like, oh, I can't wait to, because we had a crazy day just with errands and stuff, and I was like, I can't wait to just get home and get to like work. Like I'm so excited to just
Yeah.
work.
So, a little bit about what we want to talk about today after this long introduction. I want to talk about the idea of how the world advances before us. And if we don't adapt to how the world changes, then we just simply get left behind. And history always repeats itself. We've seen this over and over and over again. And me and Lex have been having conversations about this on what this actually looks like. And when you look back in history, when not too long ago, when the internet came out, we were alive. We were younger, but we were still alive, and we still saw that transition happen literally right before our eyes. And the world changed within our lifetime and our generation. And we saw the internet come out, and looking back on history on how people reacted very awkwardly. People reacted very badly towards the internet. Everybody thought this was going to be the worst thing ever, and it's going to be, it's going to take people's jobs, and it's going to just replace everything that's good. And there was a lot of skepticism. There was a lot of things that were labeled badly on the internet itself or what it can become. And obviously that plays a little bit of a later role today. But today you can't even go outside or wake up or do regular things without the internet. Now it's a regular common thing. It's a regular thing that people have to use now. So the world changed regardless if we liked it or not, regardless if we labeled it as bad or not. The world still went on, and it developed and it changed, and it's now this massive thing that we have absolutely no control over now, but it's a very much of a useful tool to us. We absolutely would not be where we are today without the internet.
Yeah, and even like going even way back before the internet, the first car, the first light bulb, like there was always some kind of friction towards it. People were like, I don't see that changing the world. Like I don't see that being a thing, like with cars and stuff. Like their brain just couldn't comprehend like that is going to be the world one day. 'Cause back then they used to travel on foot or horses, donkeys. And can you imagine like thinking that far ahead, like, oh, that's going to be a thing? Or even like the first light bulb and electricity, like it burning down homes when it first started. Like people, can you imagine people were like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. Like this isn't going to work out. So, and look at us now. Like we can't live life without electricity. So.
Yeah. So we're taking the same concept, right? What we're talking about. And we're putting this towards what the world is becoming now. And we're going into a new era. We're stepping into a new time in history where the world is repeating itself. History is repeating itself again with AI. And AI is starting to become one of the big names that everybody's starting to use now. And AI is getting incorporated in almost every single thing that we do and use. And it is there. It's out there. And just like the internet, it slowly made its way, crept its way in. And now almost everybody you talk to has at least uses AI, some type of AI, knows about AI, or, there's some type of use for it. It's not an uncommon thing to hear about now. So at this point in time, this is my opinion, this is what we've been talking about, and this is really what we want to kind of put on the platform today. I feel like right now, the time to jump on AI is right now. And the same time where the internet in history was making an appearance and making itself known, and people were jumping onto the internet name and what it could do, those people became very successful. Those people took advantage of the change that the world was offering, and they became very successful. And people that didn't jump on the internet train, whatever you want to call it, a lot of them got left behind. And I feel like this is that time right now with AI. And not to say like we want to do this just to be successful, but this is pretty much like a superpower. What we've been researching, what we've been finding out about AI, what the capabilities are of AI, it is astronomically insane. Like the ability that what you can do with AI is insane. You can run businesses completely off of AI, automate everything off of AI without even touching it. So what we've been really digging into and researching is just how to actually use AI and how to incorporate it into our lives as an entrepreneur. But what we really want to, share as a message together is I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's wise to steer away from the new things that come around. And honestly, I think the world is developed and adapted to not conforming to new things and seeing new things as more like a threat. I think we're just kind of brought up that way. I don't know. I haven't really pinpointed like where that could be from. It could be from just like school or just our culture or whatever, I don't know.
Maybe fear,
Yeah.
100% fear, just like of the unknown. Like, this could
Who knows what it could be,
overtake the world, like all these things, and it could be dangerous. Like,
I mean, there's obviously good and bad in everything, and it really just depends what your
that's a
use
good way to
is
say
for it.
that.
There's the internet's used for bad things, and I'm sure AI is going to be used for bad things, but the internet's used for also so many good things,
Yeah,
and
we
so
can
is
literally
AI.
look up anything we want. And like now AI, I mean, yeah, like you said, it could do so much. But like before when it first came out, I mean, we didn't fully understand like how it works. Like it's kind of getting introduced to us. We're just trying it out. I just simply would just ask it a question, like almost like Google. I was using almost like Google, but it is way deeper than that. And then at first, and then I started using it in a way of like helping me word things or fixing grammar and things like this. And my perspective towards it was like, oh, is this going to replace like my own thinking? And I started to get like more negative towards it. But now I'm understanding how to use it, not where it's replacing my own thinking, but I'm using it in an advantage to help me with difficult things, like things I couldn't figure out, or systems, or hey, like, how could I organize this better? Or hey, here's like a list of apartments that I chose for my client. Can you help me figure out what addresses would flow good for a tour before I schedule them all? Like, it's not completely taking away my work or my thought. I'm giving it to it and explaining what I need help like understanding or doing. And it just takes like a load off of my brain that I didn't like need to think so hard on and figure so hard on, where it took like half of my day to figure out. And I can use now my brain energy and like my creativity towards other things throughout the day. And it just takes off a load off of you in ways that we wouldn't have access to. We would have to figure everything out. Like, it's just, there's still I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
Like, there's still so much, but I've recently learned not to just use it to like ask a question. It's more of like, hey, like, can you help me organize this? Hey, I have this vision. Like, how can I make this better with what I have in my brain? Like, can you help me figure out what I'm trying to do here? Like, so it's insane.
The idea of letting AI have the creativity and have the room to just replace you pretty much is scary. And I think that's where a lot of the fear can come from when using AI, or what it can eventually adapt to. But I think a healthy perspective on where to stand is you are the controller. AI is the thing and entity that does the heavy lifting. We control it like a computer. Any computer that you program on what to do, we're the controllers. But AI is the one that does the heavy lifting. So we're literally learning how to set up systems, have the idea of how to put this into play, describe what we want. Obviously, if you've used any type of AI, or if you've done any type of research, the prompt is the main part. That's the beef. You have to give it a good prompt. And if you don't have a good prompt, it's not going to give you good answers. So we're learning how to give it good prompts on the ideas that we have, taking ideas to concepts to reality in a matter of days. And it is insane what we're able to do with AI. And I really, why this has been so heavy on my heart is just this last couple of weeks, we've really realized how much we're able to accomplish with AI as kind of the heavy lifter, and how much we're not having to do stuff ourselves, and we're just letting it do the work. We have the ideas and it does the work. With learning that this past couple of weeks, I've realized that this is really going to be the future, and there is no stopping it.
Yeah.
Regardless
No stopping
if you don't like it or not.
Yeah.
It's advancing at a speed that is like we have no comprehension of how fast it's actually advancing, and it's advancing at a place where in the next month it's going to be extremely better than it is today. And honestly, like I feel like I'm behind on what AI is capable of because I was kind of put it to the side for so
Yeah.
long. So like seriously, if you're hearing this, like let it be an encouragement. Like you need to like learn about this.
Yeah, I feel we both at around the same time. We just on our own. We didn't even really talk about it much. Like we just both felt an urgency of like needing to learn this. Like we both were doing research on our own terms, and we came together like, oh wait, you're watching it, I'm watching it. Well, let's watch it together. Let's learn about this. Like this is something like we know we need to learn. Like we need to learn this. Like this isn't an option. Like you need to learn it, especially if you are an entrepreneur and you have business, you got to learn it or you are going to be left behind. And there's just so much opportunity in it. Like I know, like I said, we're just scratching the surface here. Like we're really just learning how it works, but it's amazing what it can do. Like it literally built you a whole website
The whole thing.
in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I would give like maybe a little bit longer
There's
than that
tweaking.
because we have to tweak it. Like he said, like you are the controller of it. It's not gonna do exactly like you do the prompt. It's gonna give you something, but you have to be like, this isn't the vision I had. Like, can you change this? Can you do that? Like you are still creating what you want, but it's literally taking the heavy lifting. I love that you said that word. The heavy lifting off of you and like doing it for you. You're telling it what to do and it's doing it. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the people that will be left behind are the people that have a hard time of letting go of old ways.
Yeah.
The people that are going to be kind of, I mean, it's kind of a harsh term to say, but people that are going to be left in the dust. Because, like I said, AI is advancing at such a speed that next month we're going to be in a completely different place with AI.
Yeah.
Next year, next 5 years, AI is going to look completely different. And I mean, we already see there's people's jobs getting replaced. Like right now, obviously, you said that it created my whole website. There is no purpose for like coders anymore, engineers, or not engineers, but people that make websites. That's gone. That's completely gone. I mean, I'm sure there's some type of use for it now, but the capabilities of what AI can do on a website is so much more at reach and accessible to the everyday person that we don't really have that much of a need for it anymore. And
If I was a business owner and like building websites, I would figure out somehow to use AI in your business to help you build it. You know, create like a system where it's if somebody reaches out to you to build a website, like you still build it for them, but it's through AI and like but there still has to be some value that you bring as a person that AI can't bring. Cause like at the end of the day, like AI isn't going to bring that emotional side of a human. Like it's not human, you know, it's a robot, it's internet. So there's still value to like what you can bring. You probably will just have to figure out a different kind of system, the way you bring it out or like offering other values to your business, not just a website builder, more of like a business coach. And I create all these systems for you. And then you have AI helping you out. Like it's just, I think we could do so much. You know, our creativity is endless. It's endless what we can do. AI is just here to help you out.
yeah, I really want to emphasize like you shouldn't be scared of AI. Like I think if you're not utilizing it in a way to at least help you in one thing every day, then you're not able to, you know, kind of move along with how AI is adapting and growing. But if you're new to AI, like literally just try that. Try one thing a day. Like ask it one question. Can you do this for me? Or is this possible? You know, find out what it can do.
I feel like you really mastered how to ask a prompt. So why don't you just let people know or whoever's listening, like, what would be the way that you would ask it something? Instead of just going in there and be like, hey, how do I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
Like, what would you...
Okay, well, if we're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
Okay.
I'm going to program the prompt to say, hey, this is your identity. So at first you have to give it the identity of what you want it to do. So you're a 3-star Michelin star chef. Okay. I want you to speak from this stance, and I'm a beginner on how to make the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I need you to show me steps 1 through however long it takes of how to make this peanut butter and jelly sandwich. use precise wording, give me bullet points, give me short answers, something that's not too long that I can understand. And if you have any questions for me, then I want you to ask me so that you can better serve me. And that's exactly the type of prompt that I give that in order to, start a project or start a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you have to give it the identity. Like the identity is the 3-star Michelin chef. Now it's thinking like a 3-star Michelin chef. It's going to pull all types of sources, all types of identities and information from the internet of a 3-star Michelin chef, how they would make the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it just spits it out. And it's literally at the tips of your fingers.
Yeah. And the more descriptive you can get with it, the better. So for me, instead of going in there being like, hey, like I'm a realtor, can you help me figure out the best 10 hooks for social media? That is a very broad. You got to be more specific.
Yes.
And so instead of saying that, I would say I am a female realtor serving in Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex, and the people I am trying to target are young men and women entrepreneurs, or this is just an example, successful entrepreneurs looking for luxury apartments, high rises, or anything in Dallas, Texas. Can you help me figure out the best stops, or can you help me figure out the best 10 hooks that could stop them in their tracks from scrolling on TikTok, and just something like that, like give me the best, you just say like the more detailed you get, the better. And like, I'm still learning with all that, but yeah. And it would pull up like hooks, like literally gives you 10 hooks that would really stop those people in their tracks to pay attention to your content. Like, oh, and like, to be honest, there's things that it gives me and I'm like, that's where your power comes in and your own opinion and creativity. Like, that's not really the way I speak. I don't really like that. And so like, you can even say that to AI and say, can we actually word this in this way? I don't really like two of the generic talking, like I'm more creative. Can we be more creative and like friendly and like all these things? Like it can tweak it and give you more ideas. So something like that.
Yeah. Well, the whole general idea is it's a very much of a superpower tool. It literally gives you the ability to become a superhuman. Like the things that you can do with it allows you to be 10 people at once, and you can do 10 different jobs at once. So we just want to really emphasize
brain dump this.
Like this is something that we've been learning about, something that we've been really discovering these past couple weeks. And it's been very, very eye-opening, extremely revealing, inspiring, because now we know we have this at our fingertips and literally the sky is the limit. Like then that's not an understatement, we were able to just start whatever we want. I'm working on like 3 different things right now that I simply just had an idea of. I'm like, hey, I think I could do that. Let's start from scratch and let's build it. And we're literally like, it's built the whole thing. And it's just crazy. It blows my mind every time I use it. Every time I talk about it, I'm like, dude, I can't believe it just did that. Can't believe it just did this for me. I can't believe it can do this. And I'm learning something every single day about AI and what it can do and the capabilities. And it is insane. So
you're deep into it. I'm over here trying to figure out structure and systems, and I'm like, I'm learning it myself, but I'm like, how can you help me build this structure? Or how can you help me build this system? What can I do here for this to make it flow better? And it definitely takes a lot of thinking and creativity to even know what to tell it and like how it could help you. Like it takes your own thoughts and own ideas to tell it. It's not just going to give you the idea of something. Like it has to come in here, but coming from here to it actually happening is just so crazy to see what it could do for you, and the in between, the after, all of it.
Yeah, I mean, and how this ties into like the biblical aspect, because I guess we'll, have a little bit of that incorporated.
Yeah, why not?
The biblical aspect, I mean, there's no thing in the Bible that says you can't use AI, and if you have any type of feeling that AI is demonic or it has like, it's of the world, whatever, I think that's very unwise for somebody to think, because there's not enough proof or concept to even say that AI is evil or that it can be used for evil. Right now, it's simply a tool, and that's literally our perspective. That's our stance, and that's how we use AI. We don't use AI to replace anything. AI is simply just another extension of our brain. It's done nothing but benefit what we've been doing. So I think when it comes to the biblical aspect, I think, well, this is a topic for another episode, but I think AI does play a role later in life to how the Bible plays out in Revelation and the great deception that's going to come. I think AI does play a role in that. And that's a very, very serious topic that we'll have to eventually talk about. But as of right now, AI is simply just a tool that we're using, and we're going to use it to our advantage, you know. And I really do think and believe that this is a time in history that the world is changing in front of our very eyes. We're part of this change. If we don't follow it, it's going to leave us behind regardless if we like it or not. So,
Wow, I feel like we can end it there. That's pretty good.
but yeah, we really just wanted to share that with you guys. This is something that we're pretty passionate about. We're pretty into right now and really just learning about. So we wanted to bring you into our world, let you guys know what's going on in our world. We're still here. We're still recording. We're still thinking about the podcast every day, talking about it.
Just like, oh, we've built a busy life for ourselves. Like, let's prioritize this. Let's figure this out.
Yeah, it's been a wild couple weeks,
yeah,
for sure. But this is still here, and we're still here. We're recording. We're here for you guys. And if anybody has any questions about AI or like this topic or entrepreneurship, anything that we're involved in, like literally reach out. Like we love this stuff. We love being able to collaborate and help people. So if you're somebody with questions or feel like there's something that we can help with, please reach out. We'd love to help.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But until